as you can see, it's still breezy. It will be for a while. On a brighter note, the sun is out, the wind is blowing, so it's actually helping to dry some stuff up. We've gotten a lot of rain lately. Not that it's a bad thing. Well, I mean, it's kind of a bad thing. Kind of a bad thing, kind of a good thing, because rain obviously makes grass grow, but sunshine does too, and we've had a lot more cloud than sun. Even though we've got plenty of moisture, we probably need a little more sun now. It's time to put this door in. Unfortunately, I gotta carry it over there by myself, but we'll get it over there. We'll take this window over there too. I don't know that I'm gonna install it today. I ordered 7 more of them, and they're just not here, and it's inconvenient because I'd really like to install them, and I don't want to do all the cutting, and I don't want to do all the finish work and stuff for it and then wait for the window. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, I think I might put this one in the back side just to have a window back there so I can let a breeze through, because when it's sunny, like right now, it's actually kind of warm in there and there's not much of a breeze coming through because the breeze is coming out of the south and there's no windows on that side. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna trim up where the garage door will go, and we're gonna finish all of the metal across the top of the garage door. The garage door, at this rate, I don't know when it'll be here. It's behind, and even worse than it being behind is we can't get anybody to come install it. So we might be doing it ourselves, and I'll do a lot of things myself, but I don't know what it is about a garage door spring. It scares the crap out of me. There's a lot of tension on there once you get it wound up, and I mean, you're on a ladder doing it. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully I find somebody to come install it. That's what I really like. It would make me happy. Anyhow, let's get this door started. I can't wait to have this done and all my tools in one spot. I cannot find the tape measure. Moment of truth, everyone. Let's see what happens. Look at that, first time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty surprised it fit the first time. I'm not gonna complain about it, I'm just surprised. Yes, we should have went with a green door. But the way supply is right now, let me clean you guys off, you're a little dirty. The way the supply chain is right now with building materials, I didn't want to wait. I figured at a later date we'll paint the door. Won't be a big deal. We'll end up having to paint it anyways, because a white door on a shop building, that's a bad idea, because it's going to be dirty real quick. I'm actually surprised it stayed clean during the install. Back from lunch, I'm going to get started. I am going to put you guys on time lapse, probably because you guys are tired of hearing me talk, and also I would really like to listen to music while I work. Just in time too, because it's starting to sprinkle. all trimmed up. The only thing that still needs to be done on the door that won't be done until we get our garage door in is this back trim piece. So I'll be honest, I've never put a window in after building a building. Not saying I would have waited to build the building, but it's definitely a lot harder whenever you have to put them in after the building is up. That took like 30 minutes. All done. The window. That's all we're looking for. I guess I should specify. So there will actually be a total of 4 windows on the south wall. Sorry about the wind. So there'll be a total of 4 windows on the south wall. There will be 2 windows on the east wall and also 2 windows on this west wall. And yeah, it's inconvenient to put them in afterwards, but I wouldn't have delayed building because of it, I'll tell you that. Because at this point I would just, I still wouldn't be started on the building because that window just happened to be on the shelf whenever we bought all of our materials, and then the other 7 were ordered almost 2 months ago, so good times. And I'm sure there's stuff I need to do, so let me look around. I remember what I needed to do. I never put the cover on the panel box, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Not as pretty as it could be, but definitely cleaner than some I've seen. I guess I never really talked about the panel box much. So it's 200 amp main breaker. You'll notice across the top, so starting up here, you can see everything's labeled. Outside lights, obviously the breaker is off for that. You can see over here. Outside receptacles, garage door, all those are off, and the wood boiler, because while they are ran and they're in here, they're not connected just yet. We know that those are things that are gonna have to be done. We also know that they had to be ran, so I'd rather run them now and be done. All this side right here is all receptacles, so you got north wall, east wall, south wall, west wall, and then these are 2 open spaces. This is an open space, and same thing for down here. We have a 30 amp 220 volt breaker that it came with the box. There's 2 of them that came with it, so I just threw them in here. There's another one right there. Those are both open. 60 amp, that's the lift actually only requires 30. However, I put it on the 60 because the cable that I bought won't fit in that 30 amp one. I bought larger cable because I was planning on using it for my welders and everything. Right below that, future air compressor. So it is in there, it's 60 amp, 220. And the other thing is, and I'll show you when we get to in a second. But yeah, so all these are 60 amp breakers, and there's 2 that are 30 amp that are just not used. But air compressor for future plans. Welder east wall, so there's gonna be a welder outlet down here. Not where that wires ran, that's actually gonna be for the vehicle lift. And then this is a welder outlet that's gonna be over here by the door behind us. And this is for a future plan of having a electric power washer here. And the electric power washer, I wanna get one that's also diesel power. So it's got an electric pump that pressurizes the water, but it's got diesel or propane, I'd take either one, that will run the hot water side of it and heat the water up, so it's a steam washer, or steam pressure washer. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And then I was telling you guys that, we can see in this one. So all of our welders are actually using 3 wires. So you'd use a ground, the white, which is normally neutral, but in this case it would be ran as hot, and then the black, which would also be hot. The red wire that's in here, I'm pretty sure you can see it. I ran it on all of them because future endeavors, you never know. I'd rather have the wire in there and just tuck it away and not need it or not use it for the moment than sit there and be like, oh man, wish I'd ran that because I need it. So again, I'm planning ahead because in the future, hopefully next year, it's not going to happen this year. Unless something crazy happens and we win the lottery. And we don't play the lottery, so I guess that won't happen. The spray foam insulation, we are going to get it done. It's just expensive, and it's just not in the budget. Prices of materials and everything went way up, so it's just not going to happen right now. It will happen, just not this year. Even so, having this heat exchanger in here from the wood boiler, so it's circulating 180 to 200 degree water non-stop in here. So it's going to create heat in the sense that it'll be warmer than outside for sure. Plus there won't be any wind. So like I said, it's better. It's by far better. I don't think you all really, this is a hard one to explain. So tomorrow, my dreams from over a decade, probably closer to like 20 years, 10. I was like 10 or 15 years old, somewhere in that age, when I was like, man, someday I'm gonna have a garage that has a lift in it so I can work on my vehicles and do all these cool things to them. Dreams changed a little bit. At the time I did want to be a race car driver. Probably not gonna happen at this point. But I had the Camaro that I enjoy to drive and play around with. Anyways, the dream of having a lift in my garage never changed because we do all of our own work, or as much as possible, on our own vehicles. And like turbocharging the Camaro last winter was a headache without a lift. And I would not do it again without the lift. It was inconvenient. So we wrapped the exhaust, the headers and everything also in fiberglass, or in heat wrap, which is fiberglass. And after we had it installed, every time you touch something or bump something or whatever, some of that would fall off and then get on you. It was just, what a headache. But tomorrow, like I said, a dream that I've had for years, over a decade, is finally coming true. We are getting a vehicle lift installed. That's actually why the truck is right here. The truck is parked here because this will be the biggest, longest, tallest vehicle that ever goes on the lift. So having it here gives me the ability to figure out where I want to place it. And as of right now, I think I have it where I want it, but once the guys get here, they're going to install it. They'll be able to give me more advice of saying, yeah, that's going to work great, or no, that's a terrible place for it because of X, Y, and Z. As far as I'm concerned, this is the ideal place because the garage door is right here. If a vehicle is broke, I can easily push it in here and get it on the lift if it need to be on the lift. And then the other thing is like the trailer, for instance. I could actually back the trailer in here and get the back end up to it, and I could lift it up if I'm doing the brakes on it. So there's a lot of benefits to it, and there's, like I said, this has just been a dream, a long time dream coming. And next week, one of Chrissy's dreams, since she was a little girl, is coming true. I was finally able to make it happen, and me and the kids are really excited about it. Chrissy actually already knows what the surprise is, but I'll make you guys wait longer. But so that's gonna end the video for today, I think. I probably won't do much more today. If I do, it's just little stuff of cleaning up. So maybe I'll give you a time lapse of it and you can watch it, I guess, if you choose to stay around. But other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying watching our farm grow and evolve. This is actually going to be a big game changer for us because now we can do so much in the winter, whereas before, like my mower conditioner, I would have gotten it done this winter, but I don't want to sit outside and be cold and wet and miserable. The Army's done that enough for me. I don't want to experience it any more than I have to at this point. So thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a blessed week.